Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday. Oh, yeah. Good to see everybody in the building. Shout out to that chick, yo. She done cracked the code. She cracked the code. No matter what time I go live, what time I connect, she right there. She's establishing something. Yo, D Rob in the building. What up, D? Hope your venture is working out well for you yesterday, and hope today is even more successful than then. But it's Friday. Some of y'all ain't got no job. And some of y'all ain't got nothing to do. It's not my story, though. Because your boy got all the jobs. All the jobs. And I got a lot to do. A lot to do. What up, Dre? Dre in the building tonight. Or this morning, I should say. Man, your boy, this has been a good week for me. It's been a long week, though. It's one of those weeks where you wake up and you got more sleep. I got more sleep last night than I think I got all week in the single night. But I promise you, that pillow did not want to let me up. That pillow did not want to let me up. But the show must go on. We're going to continue on. We're talking about communication. We're talking about who loves the best, men or women. And yesterday we had a shortage of fellas in the building because, it's early in the morning. We got work things to handle. I understand that. The ladies, thank you for being gracious, not roasting your boy too much. However, we did talk about how to know when the man is really feeling you, when he's loving you. When you first realize that this man loves you, what was it? We talked about it. And today we're going to do part 2. We're going to talk about to the fellas. Fellas, let me rephrase the question. Because I don't think any of the fellas in here that I see right now are married. I know I got a couple that are married. And if you are married, rock with me for a second. But I'm going to talk to the fellas that are not married right now. How did you know that either your last girl or your current girl, how did you know she had fallen for your boy? How did you know she was feeling you? What did she do? Did she give you a sign? Did she just say, I love you, just out of the blue? How did you know she was feeling you? Appreciate it, Monique. Appreciate it. I tried to represent for the fellas yesterday. So, fellas, I know you might be out working and you might not be able to get to your phone, but whenever you can get to the phone, type it in for me. Type it in for me whenever you get a break. I'm just curious for my single fellas and for my fellas that are married. What was the moment you realized that she might be the one? What was the moment when you realized that this is the one? Not might be, this is the one. When did you know this was the one? And if you've been in a long-term relationship, you might as well answer it like you married, because I'm just telling you. Anything longer than 2 years, bruh, what you doing? That's your girl. Y'all just haven't made it official yet. All right. Yeah, D-Rob, I know, man. It's a sensitive subject, bruh. I'm going somewhere with it, though. I'm going somewhere with it. I ain't trying to bring up no past nothing. Let's see. Dre just came out with the bold statement this morning. He said, men love better if you really want to compare. Make sure she got a wait. My bad, yeah. I gotta proofread Dre stuff first to make sure I can actually say what he said. If you want to compare, okay, yeah, but I rock with your boy and Dre. You not alone. There's psychologists that say the same thing. Men do love better. Let's see. D-Rob says, when I was with my girlfriend of 3 years, I know she was feeling me when my Buick broke down in Dallas, 3.5 hours away from home. She stuck with me while I worked on my alternator for hours. Yo. She sat there with you while you worked on your alternator for hours. Bruh. He said, I was mentally drained and ready to fold, but she was supportive. Yo. Yo, that is definitely a good sign that this chick might be feeling me. Because fellas, I was talking yesterday and I was telling the ladies that as men, we kind of get an idea and we kind of know that you might like us, but we don't know when you feeling us exactly. But one thing we have discovered that if you got no time for us, if you ain't making eye contact with us, if you ain't really laughing at the jokes like that, we know, okay, this is probably not gonna work out because she ain't feeling me. But yo, that was a great example, D-Rob. Andre said when he met her, he was super bummy. He was super bummy, but she was still on him. She was still on him. D-Rob also came back and said, I knew I was feeling her when I took her to family reunions and family events, and she fit in. Not sure how to put that into words, but yeah, because you brought her around your people. Yeah, that's a real one. And so just I know stories normally. Friday is normally story time, and I got a few stories. I might be going to spring. There's no main overarching story, but I will say this: my wife came to me one day. We had been dating for about probably 2 years at this point, and she said, "Babe, I got a real serious question for you." I said, "What's up, boo?" She said, "Are you ashamed of me?" I said, wait a minute. What are you talking about? She said, "Are you ashamed of me?" I'm like, "Of course not. Why would you? We go everywhere together. Why would you think? Why would you think I'm ashamed of you?" And she looked at me with those big, pretty eyes, and they were a little glossy, as if almost a tear might fall. And so at this point, I'm getting real concerned because I'm thinking, what did I do? What have I done that will make her ask me this question? Am I ashamed of you? She said, "Well, you never take me around your family. You never take me around your friends. You never, I don't really know your people like that. So I feel like you're hiding me away. I'm not good enough to meet your folk." And I'm thinking like, oh man, babe, no, it's that nothing could be further from the truth. But the truth is, I don't mess with them either. I don't get around my folk either. And so that was honestly the point where I realized that for me, it's almost out of sight, out of mind. Y'all saw my phone. I got 72,000 unread emails. I got 300 unread social media posts. I got 1,000 unread. Oh man, this is another email account. I got 1,000. I crossed 1,000 my other email account. What I'm doing is what I'm doing. I have truly a one-track mind. And so if I'm not thinking about certain things in this moment, or I get sidetracked easily, because everything that I do is kind of like an emergency, because I do a lot of things, because I'm trying to build to get to a place to where I don't have to do those things. And so I'm grinding. And sometimes I can only make space. I have to set boundaries. We talked about boundaries. I have to set boundaries from distractions. And sometimes when I get around certain friends or certain family members, you know, they want to reminisce about the old times. They want to spend hours upon hours having these conversations. And I'm not in a space where I can do that currently. So sometimes I put the blinders up and I'm just working. And when I met my wife, I was in that space because I was in the middle of a rebuild. And so I'm going to answer the question too, just because of where we are right now. You knew how I knew my wife was feeling me? And I don't mean just she kind of liked me. She thought I was cute. She was actively dating me. Like I said, I was in the middle of a rebuild. I didn't have a car. D-Rob, you was fixing your alternator, bro, and she knew she was with you. By my G, I ain't have my own car. I was driving my uncle's beater spare car. I lived in a 1-bedroom apartment that I hated, right beside the highway. Trying to sleep at night, you ain't getting the ocean sounds. You getting for those who drive them 18-wheelers, y'all know that sound. The Jake brake going off. Oh, I hated my life when I hated my life when I met my wife, because I had just got out of a long-term marriage and I walked away from everything and I had to restart. And we worked together, but she would call and check on me. I know you're going through some stuff, my guy, but it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Hey, I'll bring you some lunch. Wait, you going to check in on me and you going to bring me some lunch? Oh, and then that day, she said, let me take you to a movie. You look like you're a little down. Let me take you to a movie. And then she touched my hand when we were sitting in the movie theater. I'm just like, girl, you better not touch my hand no more. Brother been looking for a bright spot and you about to be that. Man, I'm gonna tell you, I knew without a shadow of a doubt when she suggested that movie, I was just like, ha, got him. And the crazy part is I wasn't even looking for real though. Yeah, she's a beautiful girl. I would have been happy to, just to be a friend for a few minutes until I figured my stuff out. But she saw something in me that made her say, I want to make sure he's good. I want to make sure he has what he needs. I know he's going through a hard time. She's considering me. So, D-Rob said, this is my first year in a while I went to Thanksgiving and Christmas by myself. She was even here in Florida with me last year while I was doing my coaching thing. And I'm by myself this year too. All right, yeah, you wasn't joking, bro. Yeah, man, she was ingrained, man. So we gonna flip the script a little bit though. We're gonna flip it a little bit. We ain't gonna keep you in that space too long. Dre said, "You ain't by yourself, D-Rob. Even when you by yourself, you're not alone. You always got you." So I guess it means I always got you, my G. Shout out to the brotherly love. Shout out to it always. Man, them rebuilds, there'd be some trying times. And I guess the thing for me, a rebuild time is when you're younger, rebuilds are cool. You know, you get a chance to redo a few things. You get a chance to maybe go try this, try that. But when you cross over 40 and you having to start all over again, it hit different. Bruh, when you over 40 and you have to reset your life, it hit a little bit different. Just a little bit. Because you didn't think you would be in this spot again. You thought you had learned from all these past mistakes only to find out you still got some flaws. It's a humbling of sorts. You go from living in a nice house, driving nice cars, to hoping you get to point A to point B with the car you driving. Living in a one bedroom shack on an air mattress. Oh, it hit different, my G. It hit different. But then you still expected to be the same person, to provide the same resources, do the same things that you did before you were not there. And it's like, I'm barely keeping the lights on in this place. How do you do it? But you man up, you figure it out, and that's what you do. But I'm gonna tell you, fellas, ain't nothing like the love of a good woman, though. Ain't nothing like the love of a good woman. D-Rob said, "It's cool, man. I've grown so much since the breakup. I'm just rebuilding myself into something different and new. I like it." Yeah, I like it. K said, "Sound effects top tier." Yeah, man. I don't know. I make sound effects. I guess it's one of the things that makes me a pretty decent speaker, because I can bring life to I can give my words more life. Oh yeah, past relationships, childhood traumas told me I was great and didn't do anything wrong. Just needed time. Yeah, yeah, man. That's a tough one, bro. That's a tough one. Yeah, and she at least she was honest. You know, as far as we know, we know. Crazy thing is, I was always supportive and helpful of her and tried to do anything to help her mental, physical, and spiritual health. Yeah, man. Oh, I read it right. You always got you. Always. That's right. Appreciate that correction, Andre. Yeah, man. It's like sometimes, especially as men, most times as men, there's nobody gonna come save us. There are no programs, there's no departments, no agencies that set up to really support men. We have to figure it out within ourselves. We have to figure it out within our communities, our friend networks, our peer groups. We have to figure it out as men. And the one thing I've always asked for above all things is honesty. Keep it 100 with me. I don't care what it is. Just tell me what it is and let me figure it out. Let me decide if I want to, deal with it, be a part of it. Give me the option. Don't think for me. Listen to what I say. Don't assume what I meant, because I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. And so today we're gonna go ahead on with part 2 of this conversation. And it really deals with how to recognize when a woman is feeling you. And so the first thing, we did get into a couple of these yesterday, but then I think it was Monique kind of hit me, was like, "Bro, you really gonna try to squeeze these in like 3 minutes?" Because we spent the whole day talking about the how ladies to know when a man is really feeling you. We spent that whole time talking about that. So today I want to give equal time to how to know when she's feeling you, fellas. But also, ladies, I kind of want to put a little extra sauce on it too, because I want you to understand how it makes us feel. Because a lot of times, ladies, y'all think we cold blooded. Y'all think we don't feel, we don't care. Thing is, we do. We just see love differently. We talk about that romantic love, that fairy tale love, the feeling. When men talk about love, we talk about the sacrifice that we're willing to make because of you, the person that we want to become because of you, the moves we want to do, the lifestyle we want to create for you. Because if it's up to us, we don't really require that much. I mean, if it's just me, I ain't got no kids, I ain't got no girl, I ain't checking for nobody. I have no problem living in that one bedroom beside the highway. None at all. Matter of fact, I can get on the highway faster now because I'm right beside it. I can make moves a lot quicker now. But when I got a family, I got people looking up to me, I got kids looking up to me, I got a wife looking to me for some guidance, for some support, for some leadership, for some provision, for some protection. Well, that changes who you are. And now it's not an emotional thing. Now it's let's lock in. Let's go make this paper. Let's get these things going. And so that's kind of what old school love used to look like. You had the mom and the dad, the family unit, the kids. Dad was out hustling, grinding. Mom may have had a little part-time gig, but for the most part, she was making sure the house was straight, the kids was good. But that era has kind of fallen by the wayside for some reasons. We're going to talk about that probably Monday. We'll get more into that kind of stuff. But for today, boy meets girl, they fall in love, they feeling each other. But dude, he might not know exactly because D-Rod said, feels good to not know kids single. Grinding and figuring things out. Hey man, that's a good life. That's a good life, bro. That's a good life. And so when we first meet them fellas, and we start seeing that they might be checking for us a little bit more, they reply faster to our text messages. They liking more pictures and things on social media. And the one thing I've already kind of led on to, she takes care of you almost like a mom, meaning she's a nurturer. And this is what I saw with my wife. It's the number one thing. A woman's greatest skill or most valuable skill to most men, not all men, but to most men, is that nurturing ability. It's the nurturing ability. Why is that, ladies? Why is nurturing so important? Why when guys talk about femininity, nurturing is always a word that comes right behind it? Primary reason. The first woman we ever loved nurtured us. And that was how we equated love. That feeling, that caring for. Because that was mom. Even to this day, if I say, Mom, I'm running late, I got an early meeting in the morning and I'm kind of stressed. She said, baby, what you need me to do? I'm gonna come wash your clothes? You need me to fix your meal? It's like moms don't play no game with her baby. I'm over here pushing 50. And my mom comes to my house and still wants to fold my laundry, still wants to wash my clothes, still asks me if I'm hungry, do I want something to eat? Because she unconditionally loves me. I can trust that my mom is going to always ride for me, always be there for me. And then now what happens when I meet this young lady who don't know me from Adam for real, but now she's nurturing me? Ladies, that's the fastest way to endear yourself to a man, for real, is that nurturing spirit, that mom zone. My wife check on me, baby, you hungry? I'll bring you something. I know you had a long day. Oh, let me. I'm just checking in on you. Let's do this. Let's do that. And I'm like, yo, this chick really care about me. Oh man, hold on. Always hungry. Anytime my mom say pull up. Yeah, man. I feel you. I feel you. And so it's that nurturing spirit, which is why that's probably the number one thing, the number one knock that guys would have. Yeah, food always wins for both genders. That's right. We talked about that the other day. But that nurturing, man, it's nothing more intoxicating to a man than a woman that cares for him. Now, if he never had a mom that did it, he was raised by dad, that might look a little different. It might feel a little different. But if a man had a mom that was a nurturer, that's an easy win for any lady. That's an easy win. But it's also a point of contention because if mama was a nurturer and you're not, oh, oh, fellas, woo, moms is not gonna be feeling your girl, bruh. If she don't have an inkling or understanding on how to be a nurturer, cause she gonna be like, just like with us dudes, can I trust her with my baby? If my daughter show up with a dude who ain't got a car, who ain't got a job, who don't know what it looks like to even, he don't know how to spell manhood. And I love him, daddy. I'm gonna be looking at this dude sideways, bro. Nah, bro. I don't think he good enough for you, baby. What are you doing? I raised you better than this. Is this how you see me? I'm gonna be all in my feelings, all in my ego. No, so ladies, hey, watch that mama. If mama was a nurturer, you might want to ask that mama, how do you love him so good? What's your secret? Teach me how to love this man. And guess what? She gonna do it because she want her son to be in good hands. That's it. Number two, fellas, if she is willing to sacrifice for you, especially in the beginning, if she's willing to sacrifice for you, that is telltale sign that she might be feeling you. Wait. Wait. Okay, I must have missed the comment. He said, "Who? It's Reggie." Oh, I got you. Bad boy, bad boys. Yeah, exactly right. He gotta be good enough for the baby girl. But yo, mom feel the same way too. My mom said one time, "Who is this strumpet?" I said, "What the hell is a strumpet?" I was thinking mom was calling her a pastry or something. Nobody's good enough for your babies. Nobody seems to be until they are. And sometimes they got to go earn that. What Blaskin said yesterday, man. Sometimes you got to go earn that. Shout out to Blaskin, yo. She checked in before she went to work and just spoke to the family and said, "What's up? Have a great day at working on the replay." Pow pow. Thank you. But yeah, we feel the same way. So if a woman is early on and she's willing to make sacrifices for you, that's a telltale sign that she might be feeling you. Why do we say that? It's because so many times you hear about, especially in our culture, that, you know, a lot of women these days, they just offer what they can get. They ain't really trying to give anything. I mean, sex, but that's a cheap thing now. Sex ain't nothing special anymore. In this culture, we're in hookup culture. Anybody can get it. Anybody can get it. Sex is just, it's nothing precious anymore. So sex is not even something that used to be a thing. Oh man, she gave you something yet? Nah, man, it's been 3 weeks, man, and I think she making me respect her. Now it's just like she gave. Oh man, yeah, I hit first night, bro. Oh yeah, man, I hit like twice this weekend. What's her last name, bro? I don't even know. I just call her baby girl. So I ain't talking about sex. I'm talking about sacrifice. She's willing to come by and she's willing to, she see, okay, he got a lot going on. His kitchen, it ain't terrible, but you know, he got a few dishes. Let me put these dishes away. Let me open the dishwasher and put these dishes up for him. Oh man, let me take him out to lunch. Cause when a woman starts spending her money on you fellas, that's a whole nother tip right there by itself. If she's spending her money on you, that's a sacrifice. Because women don't come off that bread easy because they want to see who we are first before they do any investing in us. Said D-Rod said, in this era, females get mad if you don't want to hit. I run the opposite way from them for real. Bruh. Look, there was this space, this little sliver of time between my wife and I becoming friends and actually starting to date. And we were cool. She had her situation. I had my situations. And when I tell you, bro, it blew my mind because I was married for like, I was almost for like 20 years. I was out of the dating market for 20 years, my G. Almost 20 years. So I got completely disconnected from like single culture. When I got married, bro, I mean, if you had like some serious game and she really liked you, you might get, get in there a little early. If she was quality, what I'm saying, no, there's some people out there that just, they've been loose their whole life, Every era that you got those people. But you had to work to put in some effort. To, get to know a person before they would even give you, that space. But now, bruh, I promise you, if I went on 6 dates, let's say make it even number, let's say 10 dates. If I went on 10 dates, 6 of them, 6 of them were trying to see what that thing do. And it blew my mind. Now, the first 2, I was like, hey, what's up? Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Kwanzaa, But then I said, yo, this is a thing. Then I say, I gotta start respecting myself a little bit more. Cause I have a purpose. I don't just wanna, everybody in the world, when I was 26, maybe I thought I did. What that song Lil Wayne had? When I was 26, I thought I might want it to. But the older I get, bruh, I don't need all that. But that's the culture. So, man, you took me off on a whole tangent right there. And y'all having a whole nother conversation. Keep that pocket away from me. Right, exactly. Because if you give it to everybody, I probably don't want it. Matter of fact, I just saw this clip on, and y'all probably done seen it too, because it just popped up on my Instagram feed. Where the dude came in with his phone, was like, I want to show you something. She was like, what? You got COVID? Here, I just came from the doctor. You got COVID? Get away from me. And the girl was on the bed on the phone. He gave her the phone. And he said, you got HIV. He was like, yeah, I got it from you. She was like, you ain't get it from me. You ain't get it from me. He was like, I ain't been with nobody but you. You the only person I've been with. And she was like, oh my God, I gotta tell him. He like, tell who? Because I'm like, bruh, because it's some hot stuff out here in these streets. If you ain't catch me before I was 26, you ain't gonna catch me now. I'm sorry. If I ain't had to go have that long conversation and all this, man, nah, bro. You ain't gonna catch me now. If it's too easy, I don't even want it no more. Because quality costs. Quality costs. Value costs. So I'm looking for the value now. But anyway, I'm just saying too. That was a good healthy the conversation, little rabbit trail there. Oh man. Okay. All right. What y'all talking about? Yes, ma'am. I know it's a daytime show. I'm trying to keep it PG. It's morning motivation, but it's Friday. Fridays get a little different. I'm sorry. Y'all don't want to see me after hours. We're gonna have to do like a Zoom panel or something. Y'all want to get me after hours. The public don't need to know this after hours conversation. Church girl, I was too scared until like, oh man, see, yeah, we gonna say that conversation for a whole nother time. Cause I avoided church girls like the plague. I promise you I did. Yep, like the plague, man. I'm telling you, Pastor's daughter had me in the back one time. I'm like, wait a minute, are we finna pray? What are we doing? Oh man. But anyway, fallacy. Okay, y'all got me on this tangent. I'm gonna stay out of this chat for a little bit. I'm gonna stay out of the chat. Okay, so another reason you'll know how she's feeling you. You will know she's feeling you, right? When she's patient with you, she's kind to you, even when you annoying her. Even when you are annoying her. Matter of fact, she even smile a little bit when you do it. She smile a little bit when you do it. Man. You know, like, it's like, stop. But don't stop. You play too much, but do it again. Y'all know it. Y'all know that voice. Yeah, that's how you know. And she forgives you many times. And fellas, I gotta put a pause on this one. She forgives you many times. That don't mean keep giving her reasons to forgive you, bruh. Don't keep giving her reasons to forgive you. Y'all remember that paper, that perforated edges? The perforated edges? You keep tearing, yep, it bounced back, right? But it never fully heals. Because it can't, it's already torn. So now you keep tearing, and you keep tearing. For long, she ain't got no forgives left. And that's a good F, right? She ain't got no F's left to give. And F is for forgive. She got no more forgives left. Yeah, she was trying to teach me how she prays, man. And I can see how, somebody will catch the Holy Ghost the way she was praying. And maybe that ghost wasn't so holy. But it was a. So number 4. Y'all, look, we're gonna have to do it after morning. We got to do a evening, a sunset morning. What did we call evening? What would we call a night show? What would we call a night show? What would we call a night show? Night show. Oh man, I don't know. But also, fellas, one of the key indicators that you know when she really feeling you, when she stopped tolerating the bad behaviors, the bad things that you was doing before her. After Dog Live, evening motivation. Oh, after hours. Okay, that's some good ideas. Okay. Oh, I was thankful. But see, fellas, when a woman sees you as somebody that she can build with, y'all not, I'm out of the chat. Matter of fact, the blinders are on. I'm gonna do y'all like I do. I ain't gonna even say that. I'm gonna do y'all like I do my phone, right? I see my phone now, I don't even look at it no more. So when she starts to think he might be the one, he might be a winner, but he got to cut that right there out, because that's long term, that's not going to be good for us. If we're going to build something together, I don't want to waste my time. So I want to build something that's going to last. And if it's going to last, hey, this breaking into cars thing you doing, this petty theft, this money laundering that you doing, hey, you might want to cut that out. Although times have changed, it's a new culture. Some chicks prefer scammers now. They want to live a fast life for a few minutes. And it's cool, I guess, but time waits on nobody. Time waits on nobody. And if you spend the first 20 years of your adulthood scamming and living that fast life, then the last 40 might be real hard for you. Just saying. And because of that, she'll start pushing you to be a better person. She'll start encouraging you. She'll send you articles. She'll send you messages. She'll buy you. She'll start buying clothing for you that suits how she sees you, what she thinks you look good in. That might be slightly different than what you normally would wear. In a sense, fellas, she's grooming your boy. She's grooming your boy. My wife went to, I forget the store she went to, but she bought me some shirts one time. And she came back with these shirts and she said, "Oh, babe, I went shopping today. I got you something." And I'm looking at the shirts and I'm just standing there. She taking them out the bag and laying them on the bed. And I'm just looking at these shirts like, have you ever seen me wear anything like that? And she's like, "No, baby, but they'll look so good on you." And I'm just like, man, you about to have me looking like Liberace up in this piece. Nah, man, this ain't my thing, bro. Look, I can't do it. And she's like, "Well, fine, Dan, fine." Oh man. Oh, H&M. Yeah, I had never shopped in H&M before. Matter of fact, I never been in the store. When I go to the mall, I'm hunting. I ain't going to the mall to shop. I'm on a prowl when I go to the mall. I couldn't tell you 5 stores in the mall outside of what's in the food court, a sneaker store, or like Macy's or Dillard's or whatever, one of the big high end stores. Cause I buy cologne from the Macy's and the Nordstroms. I buy cologne from stores like that, and I get shoes, of course, from Foot Locker, Athlete's Foot, and of course I'm in the food court. Outside of that, your boy's hunting. So H&M, well, excuse me, was hunting. I hung that card up a long time ago. And so I put them shirts. I said, "Nah, baby, they good. They good. They good." And so I put them jokers in the closet, and I'm like, man, I ain't wearing these doggone shirts. But then I would walk past them. It'd be laundry day. All of the shirts that I normally wear, they kind of dirty. I ain't had time to wash, and I see those shirts sitting there, and I just be looking at them. And I put one shirt on in particular. I ain't gonna even say what shirt. I put one shirt on in particular because I had this event I had to go to. I get to the event. I walk in the spot. She don't even know this. 5 women in a row came with me and be like, "Oh, I love that shirt. I love that shirt. Oh, you look good in that shirt." I'm just like, well, a little something I picked out, a little something, your boy got a little swag. Your boy got a little flavor over here, you know what I'm saying? I do a little something. Oh, wait, Dillard's ain't open no more? When they shut Dillard's down? Oh, man, really? Did not even know. Wait, is Macy still around? Yeah, hey, they was feeling your boy. They said, "Yo, that shirt look good on you." One chick even said, "Damn, I'm telling too much." One chick even said, "Ooh, it make your shoulders really stand out. I see all your musculature." So I'm like, baby, keep buying my shirts, girl. Keep picking these things out, girl. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay. Whew, that was a fun one. That was a good one. I'm about to get in trouble, though. She about to have me wearing some other stuff now. But, babe, all they saying is that you got good taste, boo. That's all they saying. Your style is unmatched. Your fashion eye is impeccable, girl. That's all they trying to say. But okay, it wasn't just the ladies. It was a couple dudes that was just like, "I see you, bruh. I see you, bruh, we ain't gonna do too much." We gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I see you. Like the fit, man. Like the fit." But it'd be the same pants, same shoes. The shirt was different. It was like, nice fit. Nice fit. Oh man. But babe, I already said, boo. Look, I'm gonna put this out here. Just so my wife know it, but y'all don't know this. I don't want y'all to get the wrong idea about me. If I'm in the store, in a grocery store, I'm gonna let her answer this question. If I'm in a grocery store and I'm in my little cart and I turn down the aisle and I'm looking and I look down and I see this chick, beautiful chick. I see her. She kind of my type. She's my type, right? I see her. She see me. We make eye contact. Babe, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I'm gonna give you. I know it's a little bit of delay. So what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do with my cart? Just because I want everybody to know what this is, and then I'll give you the punchline after she answered that question. Let me go back through these comments right now. So I know yeah, baby, you got good taste. Oh, man. School drop-off time, gang. Oh, do your thing, bro. Yeah, I mean, you was right. What can I say? I can't complain anymore. You was right, girl. You was right. Because it was different. Yep, I'm walking. I'm gonna see her. I'm gonna turn my whole cart around, and I'm gonna lead the whole aisle. I'm gonna go down the next aisle. Cause I don't come too far to let anybody mess up my life. You ain't messing up my life. I don't know what your intentions are. I don't care what your intentions are. I want no parts of it. And because you are my type, I don't even want to know you. Because I've restarted enough in my life. I ain't restarting no more. I'm done. Now, I say that facetiously. I don't want to know who you are, because there's some beautiful people out there that are great allies, that are great friends, that, I have no interest in. However, in that meeting space, if I feel away, I'm protecting myself. I'm protecting my investment. Because, when you walk through the mall and they say, hey, try this, shrimp fried rice, try this. Or they say, oh, it's Christmas time. Hey, we got free cookies. You shouldn't be eating them cookies. But the temptation sometimes, if it's something you like. So I avoid temptation whenever I feel the need or I feel necessary. Most times, ain't even an issue. But I say that just to say, nobody's messing up my life. I'm not messing up my life. I'm happy with what I got. Don't want nothing else. Couldn't be no better. Perfect fit for you, boy. She's a broken person. I'm a broken man, and she's broken just in the right pieces that fit mine. So, bow. There we go. Shout out to you, boo. Oh, that's you was a hit on angles with the cart. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah, okay. You got a kindred spirit over there. No, because I've seen it, yo. I know how it can go sometimes. I know how it can go. And I'm in a place. Yeah, I double back later, man. I go down the next aisle, get whatever I am, and the last place I'm stopping is go back to that aisle, and I grab what I need from that aisle, and then I check out. It's just a safety precaution that I keep for me, because I know I'm not infallible. I know I'm not perfect. So what I do is I try to mitigate any damage. Because I know what I have. I don't want to let old me come back and mess up new future. She encourages and supports you in reaching your dreams, fellas. I'm gonna go a little faster now because good conversation, but we getting short on time, and I kind of had Toronto Riggins late for work yesterday because I went over time, and I appreciate the faithfulness though. I do. I want to be respectful of y'all time. So she encourages and supports you in reaching your dreams. And I'll be honest with you, man. When we talking about love is, we know it's an action verb. Love is not the feelings that you have. Those initial feelings, those are the dopamines and all those means, those not cortisol. Cortisol is the fat dissolving, and yeah, dopamine and I said it yesterday. I forgot, it slipped my mind today. But all those chemicals that make us feel away, that's nature's biology. That's nature's way of preserving the species, right? It's the animal attraction. It's the pheromones. It's the pheromones. It's how we keep the populations going, keep the human race alive and functioning well. Once you get past that though, and you really see who this person is, love is more of action. It's what you do. Love and romance are two different things. Romance is the feeling of it. It's the specific actions that show that you love. Because love is action. Love is sacrifice. Oxytocin, thank you, boo. Oxytocin. But love, no matter how strong you have for a person, love is the glue. But unfortunately, as I said on Wednesday, or whatever day I said it, it takes two people to fall in love and start a relationship. But unfortunately, it only takes one to end it. Because you can't love by yourself. You can't do all the work by yourself. Love is a combining, it's a joining of forces in an agreement, in agreement to do this thing called life together. That's what love is. But sometimes for some people, that glue wears thin. That glue wears thin. And unfortunately, it's not enough to sustain forever because people change. People go through stuff. And my biggest thought is I give everybody grace. I give you the grace that you need to be who you are. It's not the love that gets you hurt, D-Rob. I appreciate all the love that I've ever had. It's the it's the chemical that makes us want to be inseparable from that person. Our biology is what gets us hurt. That's generally what it is. It's when you tie yourself to a person as a man, because the way our brain processes things, it takes us longer to come down off of that because there's nothing to fix. There's nothing to do. So we distract ourselves by doing other stuff and let time take its course. Women process things much different. Women disconnect in different ways before the relationship even ends. So when a woman is done, most times she's done. You not have done anything wrong. Something changed in her. And she did you a favor by saying, look, I'm going to be honest with you. This is what I'm feeling right now. It's not you, it's me. I know nobody wants to hear that because this emotion that is, we chose this person. We chose that person. And now having to live life without this space anymore, without this entity, this spirit, this whatever this person was to us, we have to now move forward. And that leaves a hole. And because men are not relational, it takes a long time to fill that hole. Women are very relational. They're very community oriented. And so they go get connections with their mom, with their sisters, with their friends. Men, we go off on a bender and find a bar. We go lock ourselves in our rooms and we don't want to talk to our friends too much. We talk every now and then, but we don't want to feel our emotions in front of our friends. So we isolate. And that's another reason why it takes us longer too, because we do isolate. But D-Rob, you doing the perfect thing, bro. Getting around other people, getting the community, and being able to talk about it. Monique said, I don't make labs either. Oh, man. Said, what does a healed woman look like? Now, this is from a man's perspective, but a man who has been around a lot of women that were in process, a lot of women who have actually healed, and there's no age on it. There is no age on it. My mom's in her late 60s now, and she still hasn't healed from some stuff that my dad put her through, or some stuff that she's gone through in her life. She's still not healed, and so she sees relationships in a different way. It's like and I've also seen a younger woman, 25, 26, who never learned how to hold a grudge, who accepts things as they come, and she never lets it affect her. And she's just as happy. Everybody she meets, it's, hey, how are you? She's friendly. She's not bitter about anything. And so I think a healed woman looks like, and this is just my opinion of what a healed woman looks like, because as a man dating, I've had the opportunity to date a few women, and the first woman that comes to mind that I dated, she was probably about 36, about 36. She had been through some heartbreak. She'd been divorced. She had a daughter. Um, and when we went out, she was just easy. She was easy spirited. The conversation was easy. She didn't really have any expectations, but she had standards. She was comfortable in her own skin. She was she was um she was confident and competent in how male female relationships work. She would offer to do something knowing that I would say no. She would encourage me to do things. I mean, it's like I was talking to an old friend. But there was a lot of romantic interest there. A lot of romantic interest there. But she was nurturing. She was warm. She was, I mean, just a solid person. And I wasn't ready for that. Because I said, man, I ain't about to mess up this girl life. I'm not about to go mess this girl life up. Because she is obviously in a place that I'm not. I've always cared about people. If I can't help you, God knows I ain't gonna try to hurt you. My great grandma taught me that a long time ago. Baby, love people, but if you can't help them, don't hurt them. Leave them alone before you hurt them. And I want to impart that to everybody today. If you're not there to help, don't hurt them. If you can't do nothing for this person, leave them alone. Leave them alone, male or female. If you're not there as an ally, as a companion, leave them alone, because you just messing them up for the next person, and you creating bad karma for yourself. Because what you sow, you will reap it back. You will get the fruit of your labors. You will get the fruit of your labors. It's a natural law. Has to happen. D-Rob said isolate completely. School, church, gym, work, repeat. That's it, bro. And it's the community that we need. But that's why men and women are supposed to become one. It's because the gaps that we have as men, women naturally have. And the gaps that women have, men, we normally have. And together, we're supposed to be an unstoppable force. But the culture has changed. The world doesn't really work that way, because when times, and we're gonna talk about that on Monday. We're gonna talk about why old school love had a fatal flaw, a very fatal flaw. And it wasn't, but it was the times you came up in. The times you came up in created the culture. And culture really is undefeated. Whatever the culture is, either you got to be a change agent for the culture, or you got to take deep breaths and go with it and just relax. Because culture is undefeated. And the voices of the culture matter. I don't want what's shorty name? Sexy Red or Glorilla. I don't want these chicks being the voices my daughters hear more than mine. They have a voice, they have an opinion, and a right to say what they want to say, but I don't want their influence to be stronger on my child than mine. Kevin Gates, and I mean Kevin Gates is he's a sharp brother in a lot of accounts, but I don't want his voice influencing my son more than mine, because this is my child, my seed. But you got all these voices out there, and they're creating a culture, and things are becoming normal. And just because it's normal, don't mean it's right or productive. Most times, what's becoming normal sometimes is harmful. But that's another whole thing. Another whole thing. Woo-hoo. I caught that last comment. I used to hate being a good girl. I know you did. I know you did. So I have had guys tell me that they were into me, but they didn't want to ruin my life because I was a good girl. This was, I'm assuming, 5 years. This was high years. But they shared that with me. Oh, okay, I got you. High school years, but they shared that with you years later. Yeah, I've been there. Shout out to those guys, man. Shout out to those guys for being honest. All right, let's do one more, man, so we can get about it, because I know I didn't give out as many as we did for the ladies. Fellas, and this goes to the last point we was talking about with D-Rob. How you know a chick is really feeling you, bro? How you know she's probably gonna be the one if she stays with you during your darkest times. During your darkest times. Times meaning you came out of it, though. That don't mean you've been dark for 10 years. Don't put her through 10 years of that stuff, bro. Figure out what you need to figure out. Don't test her love that much. But if a person can stay with you during the dark times, that's the glue. Every time you go through stuff with a person, you build glue. Every time you live together, every time you go through a family tragedy, every time you go through a promotion, every time you have a kid, I mean, everything becomes glue, and this glue is bringing you closer and closer and closer together. Love becomes a different thing than it was. It's not romance anymore. It's a real thing. We got stuff to lose. We have investments in each other now. I'm investing in you. You're investing in me. Now let's figure out how can we create the best life for our situation. That's now what love transitions into. That's what it transitions into. So, in conclusion, I'm not going to declare a winner or a loser in this conversation, because I've had a change of heart. I'm just watching how you ladies in the chat, you're talking about stuff, and I'm the stuff that I've read in my own experiences. I've realized we love differently, and that's cool. We love differently. The goal is understanding those differences, understanding how they connect with us. Shout out to Positive Self-Talk in the building this morning. Oh yeah, she had a comment. I read a comment she put last night talking about positive self-talk. She was like, she knew her husband was feeling her when he said, "Babe, can we stop having sex? Can we stop having sex? Because I need to make sure this is what I think it is, and I'm just not blown away." That means positive self-talk was putting it on them. And I said, "Okay, that's my baby sister." Y'all know it took me 10 years to let my sister go be with her husband. Because fellas, is he good enough? I don't know yet. I don't know. Because he's very much like me. He stays to himself. He's in his corner. He ain't pressed. He ain't impressed easy. So I'm just like, most of her boyfriend was just like, hey, Jamal, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? Oh, man, I like your, bro, get out of my face. This dude was just like, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? I'm like, good. How are you? I'm like, oh, cool. He's like, bro, you ain't trying to impress me. You ain't trying to impress me. This is my. You trying to date my sister? What? And then I was gone too. So I come back, people telling me, yo, she talking to this dude. She talking to that dude. But yo, shout out to my guy, man. I love that dude now, though. I do. He is winning me over because he's a stand-up dude. He's a stand-up dude. My sister, she made a good choice, and I'm proud of her. And yo, she was like, yo, he said, well, can we stop having sex? I need to see if this is real. You just got my mind gone. So, you know what I'm saying? Running the family, though. We do that to him, don't we, sis? Mind gone. That's it. All right, man. Look, that concludes a really good week. I appreciate all of you for being here. And it's been some really fun information, some conversations, some topics. I hope everybody got something from it. And just realize this. When we're talking about communications, it is a two-way street. When we're talking about love, it's a two-way street. If you want to be in love successfully, it has to come from both partners. There has to be an agreement. There has to be there has to be a mutual understanding of how each other wants to be loved, treated, respected. But we're going to talk more about it next week as we get into some of the flaws in the old school love. Because if old school love was really that great, they'd still be around, right? Good things don't fade away easy, right? No, good things aren't easily replaced. Things that have value, they're not easily replaced. So we're gonna talk about that a little bit next week, and we're gonna get into some deeper discussions next week. It's still gonna be fun, just a little bit deeper down this trail that we're going on, this path that we're on. But for you, oh, I hit the wrong button. Oh, no, oh, you know what? I moved my stuff, so that's what it was. I want. Dang, which one do I want? I done lost that. Oh, there we go. I need that. That's what I need because we getting ready to get up out of here, man. It's the weekend. I want y'all to go out and enjoy yourselves. D-Rob, my guy, proud of you, bro, for the moves that you're making. Keep going. To all my sisters in the building. I know, Craig G, I know you listening, brother. Appreciate the support. All my sisters in the building. And boo, the support has been amazing. When I started Morning Motivation, I had no idea that I would be a part of this community right here. You guys are special. You all are. And I just want you to know that I want to give you your flowers because your thoughts, your opinions add so much depth and richness to the discussion. You guys are making me better and we're growing together. So I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. I love what we have here. And I promise you, we're going to get more active on social media, in the Facebook group. So if you didn't know, we do have a private Facebook group now called the Morning Motivation. I would put the link in the description box, but I don't have it readily available because, your boy, I got a one-track mind. I tell my wife that all the time. I just don't be thinking about certain things. But as I'm thinking about it now, I think what I'll go ahead and do is I'll find this link while I'm talking in multitasking. And I'll go ahead and I'll get it in the chat before we go. But I'm sure most of you are already there. You already know. So, boom, found it. There you go. So I'm going to go ahead and drop it in there. Just for those who don't know, join us at the Morning Motivation private page because we're going to start doing some more social things. We're going to do some offline things as well. I'm thinking about in December, maybe doing a panel, doing like a Zoom panel where we get everybody together and we have some a little bit more intense conversations. You know, some maybe some R-rated, some after hours where we actually have some real talk. You know, YouTube and Facebook are great platforms, but you can't really express yourself the way you want to express yourself. So if you open to that, you know, that might be an option coming forward. So that's some of the things we have planned coming forward. And also, I do want to have some real conversations with you about the future of the show, where we're heading. I want to have a kind of a feedback session to kind of get your thoughts on where you think the show is. Is it what you expected? You know, just feedback. I do love feedback because I want to give the best advice. I want to be able to learn and grow and be the best version of myself as a speaker, as a producer, as a coach, and need that from feedback. So, with that being said, y'all have a great weekend. See you next week. Love you all. Peace.